Of course, they they had the new 2025 standard, which I didn't know about. And then this year, I met the Chicago Marathon, the new standard, the 2025 by 30 seconds. But and then I go back to the Chicago Marathon apply website, and then they changed their standards 2 consecutive years. So that's kind of the bad news, because they lowered the standards another 5 minutes from the 15. Your age is measured by the day the date that you're applying to run the race, and so that's October 2026. So that moves me into the next age bracket.
Right.
So I get my minute. I get the minutes back and more, because it's like 15-minute difference. So
oh, okay.
So instead of losing again this year by rules change.
Wow, that is amazing. But you got in now.
I'm in. Yeah, no, it's actually kind of similar to Boston. You know, I'm on that boundary between age groups, and Boston does the same thing. Yeah, Boston, Chicago. No, I gotta get qualified for New York. You know, that's going to be hard. So we're into the year 3 of 9-mile marathon. Now it's Centathon, but it was a 9-mile marathon there. Yeah. So I signed up for the 1 Year Together program, January 2023. Yep.
Yes.
And I was, at that time, I was kind of wanting to resume my running program. I'd done, a lot of half marathons, years earlier, 2016, 2017, 2018. But the injury wasn't really it was enough to make me pause. I was getting kind of a soreness in my right hip from running. So I thought, man, I better take a break, or I got to do something different. And when I ran those half marathons, I was a little bit heavier than I am now. I was about 200 pounds then, but then when I ran my first marathon, it was about 180. Now I'm 170. So I was just 30 pounds heavier. So anyway, that was beginning. I was looking for a running program, and I was kind of doing the research on my own. I said, but this time I don't want to maybe train as much, and I didn't like the idea of running 60 or 70 miles a week. Yeah, because that was my goal, is to resume training and then, get up to the full marathon. And so I was thinking I could probably figure it out eventually on my own, and I was kind of doing that, doing my own thing. But then I came across, Marlee's, one of her advertisements for 9-mile marathon. I go, that's it. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And she's already got everything in place. She's already done the research. She's got, the videos all in place, and a program, a structured program with, several hundred clients. And that's exactly what I wanted, was a structured program and not figure it out by trial and error. So we launched in January 2023, and it's been, I think, pretty good results, since
I agree.
Then.
Yeah.
Minimal. Well, not minimal. Kind of says you're taking a shortcut, but I don't think it's taking a shortcut. I think it's just running smart. So
2 questions. 2 quick questions. This last marathon you did, and the finish time, it was a PR for you.
With the strength training, last year when I ran this race, I did a PR, just a little bit less than 4 hours, 3:59 and 30 seconds, and then this year I got a new PR in April to qualify for Boston, and then my best PR to date was this weekend to qualify for Chicago.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty good. I mean, the big one was got Boston, and then I added Chicago. So that's in the bag, and then New York, still have that in front of us.
Maybe your next goal. Yeah.
I think that's going to be the next goal for the full.
Yeah. And the thing that I would like to add, George, is that you started with doing quite a lot of strength training, and you figured that going to do the MROCs trainings, that is very beneficial for your running, vice versa. Because on top of the good running you already started, right from the moment we started working together, you also added these trainings, these strength sessions, with stamina, pure strength, doing some racing. You started just with high rocks training as well on top of that. So yeah, it's good to see that your strength training takes also a serious part of your program and of your trainings. And I think with the state you're in right now, you look strong and your running looks good. Your body can handle the impact of the running on the downhill stretch. And that's very important too. So I think the strength training is very beneficial for you too.
Oh yeah, no, I think I didn't have any problem, because in the past I get cramps either in the mostly the inner thigh, and that didn't seem to be a problem on Sunday. So I think doing deadlifts, squats, weighted, barbell squats, lunges with weights. That's all good stuff.
Yeah. If you think back about what you all did, what is until now your biggest takeaway with what we all did with training together?
Well, I think that the big takeaway from 9-mile marathon and a set-a-thon, I think number one is probably bringing balance to your training. Is the balance says that the strength is probably as important, especially with as an older athlete, as important, if not more important, than the training.
And what about your nutrition, George? Because I remember your nice overviews with all the calculations of your proteins and the carbs and the fats. That's something we really focused on the past, 6 months, I think.
Yeah, the nutrition. I think the tracking was the big thing, because I remember Marley said, you should write it down, because I said, well, yeah, I know the rules, but I was kind of doing it, mentally, and then I felt like I was getting enough protein today, but you really don't know until, and it literally has been, maybe it might be 8 or 9 months now, but it was basically at the beginning of this year where, because a centathon, basically, I think we started that this year, right? At the beginning of the year.
That's right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So 8-9 months already. Yeah.
8 or 9 months, and then so I've been logging my nutrition every day. So so it's been a lot easier to meet the protein goals. Writing it all down, but keep the calories under control. Because those can get. But that basically steers us, as you guys already know, to a low carb kind of strategy more often than not. If you want to not gain weight when you're trying to achieve whatever that protein goal is, 2 grams per kilo or 1 gram per pound, which is a little bit higher. But that I think that protein makes a huge difference, and I think it made a big difference on recovery too from this race. I made sure I loaded up on protein, immediately after the race and the day after, and then I was feeling pretty good, by the evening, the day after the race, which I was kind of amazed with. I mean, the legs were sore and it was hard going downstairs, but everything else I thought was coming back to normal pretty quickly. And I think the nutrition, and then getting your rest, afterwards too, are huge.
Yeah, much better now. And I must admit that with the strength training all of our students do, they give up a little more of the miles they normally do. They start to run better and they perform better, and they have a more consistent training over the year, because not getting injured, have better sleep. They have everything in order. So to be consistent with your training, to be able to do that, then the outcome is better, because your body is not suffering. And I think that's what what's works best for you also, George, when I listen to your success stories?
After you reach your goals, you want to set bigger goals, or
Yeah. Yes.
other goals beyond. And so we're already kind of going through that, and now maybe doing Ironman. Well, gonna do my first Ironman.
March 26th.
Yeah, next month, and the next month it's a 70.3, but let's do that first, and then who knows after that next year. Yeah, Marlies just said it, 2026, do the full
one.
So setting bigger goals, and then even branching out beyond, because now that the strength opens things up, keeps you injury free for doing the running and the triathlons. But then I think get involved with some of these other events here that are they're more local kind of things, but they're fun too. With my gym, branch out to the High Rocks and the DECA, the Spartan DECA, the Spartan Beast. I want to do a trifecta. Too, Spartan Sprint.
These are great events too. Yeah, and will not harm your running in any way. So it's even supportive to everything. So I like it. I will definitely, I think
there's synergy there. There's definitely, like I said, the strength helps the running, and the running helps the strength.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Spartans, Sprint, Super, and Beast. That's the trifecta, and then we'll see if SealFit does any more events in 2026. I think that they probably will, and then they got other events, longer events than the one I did this year. So it actually makes the calendar a little bit busier. But
yes,
we won't
a bit tight. A bit tight.
She won't let me overdo it, I'm sure. So I won't get too ambitious.
Yeah. All right. Hey, cool. And by the way, George, Marlies and I are actually doing the same. Because we are, of course, we're running and we're doing, still doing the runs, but we're doing triathlons, we're doing high rocks, we're doing gym races. We have these cycle of gym races here that resembles a little bit high rocks, and we're all enjoying it. I mean, it's all fun, and what you're saying, with such a group of people in a huge building, and all the energy that's there, and the running and the balls and everything going on. Yeah, we love it. It's really something else, but you have to be strong. I mean, that's where it all starts. You have to have this kind of basic strength to be able to do it. These kind of things combined with the running, and that's the fun of it. Because then, it's the combination that's really enjoyable.
Yeah, and it's more that you feel like you're a more multi-sports person, so not only focusing on one thing. And that's why I think you feel strong enough to even think and talk about a triathlon, going for a half Ironman, and maybe full next year, because that's the spin-off of how you feel and what you all do. Because you think, okay, when I can handle this, well, then must be possible to handle a full Ironman even. So I fully understand that journey that you were making, because we experienced the same.
Pick up the energy of the people that are out there on the course with you, and you talk with them, and then they're gonna do some crazy things too. Ultras, they're running 50 miles or 100. Wow. So what do you think?
Yeah.
Should have some bigger goals.
Yeah, and different things altogether. So and it's fun to train for it as well, not to do the same over and over again. So focus on run, and then you shift to a triathlon, and then you are preparing for a Spartan and a High Rocks. So that makes it also fun to do different things. I love it. Great that you like it and it works so well for you, George.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. Yeah. All right. Well, then let's speak again, but then talk about your triathlon tomorrow on the one-on-one call.
Yeah.
And then go from there.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And see you then.
See you tomorrow.
Yes.
See you tomorrow. Okay.
All right.
Excellent. Bye-bye.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.